Hello everyone, hello and welcome back to Let's Play Blind Final Fantasy Tactics, the War of the Lions. I'm the Black Shadow and the war is very much on. After a chaotic last couple of videos, all hell has broken loose. And it's going to just completely engulf the whole Ivalice. Civil war between the Orders of the North and Southern Sky. Duke Larg and Duke Goltana are at each other's throats, questing for the throne. It's all going horribly downhill. We took out Delacroix, who transformed himself into some bizarre being. All sorts of shit's going on. Things are heating up for sure. Fort Basalit, which is basically the home of the Southern Sky, I believe. Looks like a very grumpy Duke Goltana on the left there. This past evenfall, the count stood at 20,000, 40 if both sides be counted. Alone we sustained 200,000 wounded. Oh my god. Hey, it's the Marquis! I hadn't seen him for ages. Since the start of the game, we rescued him. These were to be expected. It is this drought that threatens us. The markets are empty and tax collections fall short. With prices as they are, we can lay in supplies for another half year at best. Duke Larg must surely face like difficulties. It rained unceasingly in Galleon this season. The grain rotted in the fields before it could be harvested. The real trouble lies in war's wake. There is no work. Whole villages have been displaced. So war's been going on for a little while by this point, so a good time jump of, I don't know how much, but a fair amount. We're going to go for probably a few months. Oren tells me over 100,000 have already fled to Lysalia, and more pour in by the day. I see no trouble in this. Let Larg struggle to feed the mewling maids and his soldiers both. I assure you, we are not. Has not the time come to chart a course to peace? It's a fair question. Your fears are well-founded. We cannot yet end this war. We shall treble the rate of tax and keep a close watch on those who hope to profiteer in these trying times. Jesus. As for those seeking refuge outside the castle walls, we shall tighten our patrols at the Limbri border to see that they are turned back. Duke Larg suffers, as do we. Better time to treat for peace. I think these two are just bent on taking each other down by the looks of it. You talk in circles, Orlando. There can be no peaceful end to this. The kingdom cannot exist without a people, no more than can we. In the 50 Years' War, who bore a greater burden than they? You would thank them now with higher taxes? It is only the people. Our soldiers are made to fight on rations that would scarce feed a child at her mother's skirts. We cannot long sustain this war. It is a matter of resources and resolve. Resolve? Have you any? Wow! The 50 Years' War was fought to drive back an invasion of our sovereign soil. We were honor-bound to fight. And in this war, you do not feel so bound? You were never one given to hypocrisy, Orlando. Surely you ain't seen now, and they will only strike the harder. This fight is not only for ourselves, but for our people in equal measure. The crown numbers them with its every act. We fight to free them of such tyrannies. His grace has the right of it. Besides, why lay down the sword with victory so near? It doesn't sound like victory's near. Your title is ill-earned, Thunder God, Cid. Your gentle words would sooner stir a breeze. Yeah, my point exactly. We're seeing our play the pretend victory. There's a massive dispute here. Have you forsworn the use of your eyes? Enough of this. Spoke me, Orlando. Pray you do not disappoint me further. I will say this but once. Any man who cares not for the course I've chosen had best remove himself now. I will brook no further doubt, Orlando. Or it could be Orlando. I don't know. Chapter 3. The Valiant. Delita once told me he was swimming against some unseen current. This is Ramza. If this current rushed towards war, and the world with it, what hope did I have to fight it? I made for Lysalia to tell my lord brother that someone dictated this war from the shadows, and to test my legs against the current. So he's going to try and stop. So we're heading over to Lysalia to try and basically stop. Basically, I think what's roughly happening, if we go to the map here. So effectively, you've got the northern sky to the, well, according to this map, sort of towards the west. So obviously, you've got Egro's castle over here, which is the heartland. They've kind of marched forward onto Lysalia here. And you got the southern sky, who I assume is around this section here. And so obviously, this is the main area of conflict around here. So this is all going to be all kinds of mess. That seems what we're going to do. We're going to try and head north to talk Duke Larg out of war. I don't think that's going to work. But I guess what other options do we have? I imagine plenty has changed. Have a look at all this. So, where was it? Yeah, Weegraf, of course. A knight named Solofre. We don't know anything more about him, though. Yeah, Delita brought Ovelia to a castle in Zeltenia where Duke Goltana awaited them. Delita suggested that Duke Goltana... so he framed one of the Duke's retainers, the mastermind behind Ovelia's kidnapping. Man, Delita. Delita suggested that Duke Goltana himself led the Order of the Southern Sky and marched on Lysalia. Duke Larg then mobilized the Order of the Northern Sky in response, dividing Ivalice into two factions. The War of the Lions has begun. All sorts of chaos. And that's obviously what's going on. So it's been 3 months since the last video, effectively, in-game. They go increasingly weary, the endless battle. Yeah, all kinds of shit's going on. So let's have a look at what's going on at the moment. So the youngest son, yep. After witnessing the kidnapping of Prince Ovelia, learned of his elder brother Dysar's plan to manipulate the event to the resulting war and bid for power. Realizing he could not sit idly by, Ramza decided to attempt to stem the outbreak of war in opposition to his brothers. We've got Delita, who, yeah, he's promoted to the current position of commander by Duke Goltana. Really? Interesting. We've got Ovelia, who's actually the trueborn daughter to the former monarch, Denamda IV. All kinds of chaos. Let's see what else is going on in the world. So obviously Zalbarg. We'll see more of these two very soon, I'm sure. And of course we've got Duke Larg, who's Liege Lord of Gallione. And then Duke Goltana, who is the opposition, effectively. So, what's going on with the prince, then? Retornus is the rightful heir to the throne Ivalice. As he is yet an infant, his regent was to be appointed to govern instead. However, war broke out before one was named, and Duke Larg forcibly declared Prince Orunus king. So he's effectively the king, which is craziness. The queen's been deposed. She's been banished to Fort Basalit after being accused of kidnapping Princess Ovelia. That's the old king who died. Man, all sorts of chaos. So he's actually the leader of the church. We haven't seen him. He's also the High Confessor wields power rivaling that of a king. He's guarded an order of elite warriors known as the Knights Templar. Ah, that's nice. Gavgarion, of course, is fallen. Fell at the Battle of the Gate of Lionel Castle. Agrius is obviously with us at the moment. Sidolphus, called the Thunder God. Fast friends with Duke Galtan for some 20 years, and it is due to House Orlando's support that the Duke can wage war. House Orlando is critical of the Duke's recent behaviour. It's good to look through this stuff, especially at the start of a new chapter, because lots of shit goes on. We've got Ondoria, who's a mage in the service of the Southern Sky. He's an adopted son of the Sidolphus. Very good. So Wygraf is apparently alive. Yeah, that's not been updated yet because we don't know what's going on. Cardinal... Wow. The Cardinal fused with Cthulane, one of the Lucari demons of legend. A fucking demon! Holy shit! Wow. That is insane. As part of some vile plot. We still don't know quite what he was up to. He's been stopped regardless. We've got the Marquis, of course. We've got those two. Where's he gone? We don't know. We have no idea. He's dead. Lots of people dying. Folmarv Tengil, we don't know very much about him. It's a big old list of this at the moment. And, yeah, that's about all we know of at this time. Now, we need to go back to frickin' Lionel Castle and get our Pete's back, because it has been forever since we've seen them. So that is the first thing we're going to do, and just in case this game decides to be dastardly, which it might do, I'm just going to put a stake down so it doesn't throw us into a random fight, because I don't want a random fight. I want to get straight to Lionel Castle. Thank you. Let's go get our Pete's back, shall we? And then we'll look through the rumours. There's going to be lots of reading in this one. Don't expect much combat in this video. There may not be any. We'll see. So, let's finally get our report on Carrot. We haven't seen these guys in-game for almost half a year. Oh, God. The truth that they were set to retrieve a lost pet 6 months ago. They finally returned. The stars were with them, of course. There's very little information for us to work with. We remain committed to our goal. We are located at our quarry. We began making preparations for the journey home. Here we look to see what efforts had earned us a handsome reward in Gil. Lovely. 17,000 Gil for finding Carrot the Marlborough. Thanks. Right. So, rumours. Oh, yeah. There is a lot of stuff. So, where should we start, folks? Let's start with the Cardinal, shall we? It has been 3 months since the death of Cardinal Delacroix, liege lord of Lionel. Although his death has been attributed to malady, many speculate that he was assassinated. Some even say that he was slain by an otherworldly fiend. The violent assault on Lionel Castle by a band of brigands on the eve of Delacroix's death lends momentum to such outlandish rumours, for strangely enough, the slain appears to have been crushed to death. Princess Ovelia, abducted from Auburn Monastery, has now been rescued. To the shock of many, the culprits were Duke Galtana's aide, Chancellor Galvane, and, it seems, Queen Loveria herself, although I'm not so sure now. The rumour holds that the Queen instructed the Chancellor to dispose of the princess, thus placing her own son next in line for the throne. Chancellor Galvane has been put to death for the plot, but the Queen denies all knowledge of it. The young warrior who saved the princess is said to be a lieutenant in Baron Grimm's Blackroom Knights by the name of Delita Hyrule. In honour of his achievement, he is expected to be given leadership of the Knights in place of Baron Grimm's, who was killed in battle against the Order of the Ebon Eye. Surely Delita is not doing this just so he can be, like, the commander of... It doesn't seem right that he would do this to become the commander of Goltana's forces. That cannot be his actual goal, right? Three months have passed since the Battle of Ovelia, the first full-scale battle between the forces of Lasalia and Limbury on the plains that define the border of their two lands. Formidable knights, once allies in war, now meet each other as enemies on the battlefield in skirmishes with no clear victor. Bloody clashes that have resulted in close to 400,000 casualties. My God. Many say that the two sides have reached an impasse, and the prospect of a protracted struggle does little to bolster the already low spirits of the people. Sucks, man. Famine, the likes of which have not been seen in decades, have descended upon Ivalice. The eastern lands of Zeltania and Limbury, that's Goltana, suffer from a drought, which has reduced the harvest to half that of a normal year. And to the west in Gallione and Fulham, which of course is Larg and all that sort of side, the northern sky, widespread flooding has also destroyed close to half of all crops. The capital of Lasalia is awash with refugees who have lost their homes in the war or who are simply in search of food. What a mess. What a mess. Holy shit, there are fucking errands everywhere. Oh my God. Okay, so we're not going to do this right now. Not going into errands right now. Let's sort our party out. What have we got available to us? We have platinum daggers, which is nice. We can buy ancient swords now. Nice. I love that. Ancient sword. Buy as many as you want. It's that ancient. Oh, it can actually immobilize. Wow. It's not too bad. We've got a new axe we could use, the giant axe, which is a two-handed weapon, much like the battle axes, of course. Much bigger than traditional woodman's axe, hence its name. We've obviously got the flail. We've got a poison bow, but I'm not a fan of crossbows in this game, so I may not use that. We've got mithril bows, which is certainly an improvement on the silver bow we've got. We've got ice lightning. That looks very useful. We got wow, we got spears. The tip of the spear is made from valuable metal known as mithril. That is for specifically the dragoon class, which we do not have. We've got new shields. We've got the flame shield and the ice shield, which absorbs fire, halves ice, but is weak to water. So fire shields might be good to use because I haven't really seen many enemies use water against us, but they do exist. So that's something obviously you've got to bear in mind. We can buy close helmets now, which is good. I will likely be buying some of those. We can buy golden armor, which is also good. We have wing boots, which will immediately give you the float status. They're decorated with fluffy feathers. Ah. We got a mage power glove, which boosts magic by 2. That's 20,000 gil. Ouch. Protect ring. We've got a couple of these now from sleep and... That's what you use against that freaking demon. Give everyone protect rings. That's the way forward. That was a ridiculous fight. And we can actually get reflect rings. Could be of use somewhere. We've got armbands. We've got the diamond bracelet we've already got. We've got the guardian one there. We've got the new Kai. So much shit. Immune to confusion and charm. Halves dark damage. And then all the capes there. We can buy X potions. Yes. Thank you. That's a job done. Nothing else too special we can buy now, but that's good. So we obviously have most of the map available to us, so we could go just shopping almost anywhere in the game at this rate. Obviously, we can't go this way, but we'll get a chance to soon enough, I am sure. But there's probably all these freaking things for us to do. Man. Alright, okay then. Let's look at some of these errands, shall we? The Dawn Queen and Zero's Challenge. Look at this. I recently received the following note. Please put a stop to this brigand's foul plans. Viscount Barfire. My dear Viscount Barfire, I will soon be coming for your beloved treasures. Zero. 50 gil? Okay, well, I think we can probably do this. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to send... at some point, I need to do some leveling with Eva, Burnden, and Catherine. Catherine, of course, I need to relook. I need to give her a new... that's a good point. There is so much for me to do here. There is a lot to do. Also, we've got another egg coming here. So, Catherine, I need to decide what I'm going to do with her, because there's no point in her being the class she is, because it's obsolete, effectively. So, I need to think of something else for her to do. And I do not know what that's going to be. Haven't worked that one out yet. So, that's a thing I need to work out. I need to work out what I'm going to do with Lloyd. Lloyd's virtually done as a knight. I need to work out what I'm going to do with him. I might make him a thief just for the time, so I can think of something. Also, this is a new class I've got, never showed off here, the Orator, who participates in battle using speechcraft. Words, rather than swords, are the Orator's weapons. You got a level 3 Mystic in order to get hold of that, which is pretty cool. There's Geomancers as well, who I'd like to play around with. Level 4 Monk. There is an argument, maybe make Burnden a Geomancer, and then perhaps make Catherine a monk or something? That's actually not a bad idea. Where is the monk class? There. That's not a bad idea. I like that idea. Because I'm going to need to move Burnden on from monk anyways, because he hasn't got... He's got a bit to do with a monk, but not a huge amount. Monk, he's, level 6 here. He's learned most of it. Alright, some of these are obviously very expensive, but he's learned the stuff that I largely care about. So I might do that. I might move him on to Geomancy. That is not a bad idea. And then make Catherine a monk. Still work on what we could do with Lloyd, but I suppose one step at a time, right? There's lots for us to do. Right, let me save some states here. Let's just go shopping in some places and just see what else is going on. The Poacher's Den? Items fashioned from animal or monster parts are sold here, although at times nothing may be available. We haven't been here for a while. Is there anything here about that? Poacher's Dens. Poacher's Dens will appear in trade towns after a certain point in your adventure. The tradesmen at these guilds craft items from slain monsters and sell them to their members. In order to enter a Poacher's Den, you must assign the poach ability to at least one unit. Right. When a unit with a poach ability slays a monster, guild craftsmen will use the remains to create items. No! That's what happened to my chocobo? Oh my god. I don't even want to fancy the thought of that. It's horrific. Normal items are sold at half the price they would be at a conventional outfitter, and there are some items that can only be purchased at Poacher's Dens. Since poach monsters are required to create the items sold at Poacher's Dens, there is a limit to the number of items available. The quantity of each item in stock will be shown as you shop. As you poach more monsters, the inventory will expand. Which types of monsters are required to make specific items, naturally, is a trade secret. Yeah. Now, the poach ability... Let's have a look at Lloyd here quickly. Because I'm thinking I might well make you a thief for the time being. So let's just provisionally put you down as a thief. Lovely. So... thief, there we go. So I have to learn poach them. Right. So I need someone to deliver slain monsters' remains to a poacher's den. Okay. Right. Who here has got level 2 thief? You don't. Oh, I'll go through everyone's abilities here. Oh, that's easier. Do it that way. Anyone got level 2 thief? So I can just pick up poach and explore it? You do, but you don't have... I assume you haven't actually got it. No. Because I was obviously starting to experiment with Eva as a thief class as well. I never quite got that far, though. No. Vivi somehow has level 2 thief, which is fascinating. So does Burnden. All right, Burnden, you'll do. Let's experiment. Let's explore this, folks. Thief. Poach. I'm probably going to reload the game at some point and then sort of do stuff, because this is just exploring everything that's going on. So let's go and make you a thief as well, just for the moment. Having 2 thieves is kind of weird, it must be said. I've not sold the likes of you. Oh. Thanks. Right, I might need to actually equip it. There we go. Now you let me see you? Welcome to my shop. What is it you need? So we can sell stuff to him. We can sell anything we want to him, which is nice. As you can see, we are unable to buy very much. We can buy some eye drops at the moment. We can only buy one because there's only one in here. So if we go and start poaching enemies, we'd be able to come back and start seeing the stuff that we get for poaching certain enemies, which would be cool. So I assume it's possible to poach some, like, kind of much stronger enemies, come back here and get some pretty nice equipment and stuff for that, which makes sense. I imagine there's probably some, like, unique equipment and weapons in the game you can only get via this. Problem is, you have no idea what you need to do, so it depends how much time you're willing to actually put into this situation. But as you can see, it's only 25 gil, not the full 50. So there you go. And again, not much we can do here. Like, I could sell my swords. But, like, that's no good. That doesn't let me... Wait a minute. Ah, okay. So you can sell stuff to him, and you can buy it back to him. But because you sell him it, because he buys it, because he sells stuff to you at half price, the price you sell stuff to him is exactly the same as what you buy it off of him, so there's no net loss, which is an interesting thing to note. So, we might explore some of that later on in the game. We'll have to see. I have not quite worked that out yet. We'll see. Look at some more outfitters, shall we? Ooh. We have got some pretty awesome katana blades coming up by looks of it, but unfortunately, we don't have anyone who can use them, which is kind of sad. The crocodile bag, that's 53,000. Oh my, what the hell is this? An expensive designer bag made of crocodile skin for only females. Is that an actual weapon? There's no class coming. It just says females only. So I guess any class you want. 53 grand. Bloody hell. Headbands? Ooh. 56 HP plus 2 physical damage. Very nice. There is some awesome, awesome stuff starting to turn up here, folks, which I highly, highly approve. To say is why we are going on a journey. We're going to just go exploring various places here. So let's load the state here. Head over to Goo. I bet these have all got freaking... I haven't even checked in the taverns. Oh my gosh, there's so much to do. So Goog has nothing actually of interest in the store. Is there anything in the tavern? Oh my god, there's so many. Holy shit, there's so many! Oh my god! This is ridiculous, right? Man. How long is it going to take? Jeez, there's so much to do. Oh my goodness. Is it F4 I think I need? Yeah, it is. Right, let's go to Zaland. I said let's go to Zaland. I said let's go to... Thank you. I just want to show stuff off here. Let's see what's going down. Oh, there's errands in like every freaking city. Oh my gosh. I'm going to be busy doing off-screen work by the looks of it. Oh my goodness. So what we got in here then? We got the Musk Pole, which is the next weapon for Mystics, which is an improvement on that. Here's some more headbands. There's probably some like equipment that I can only get in certain places, which is why I'm just exploring them all, because it's worth exploring. But so I'm going to do this video and then I'm basically going to reload the game and go from there. Did I check in Daughter? Daughter's got a poacher's den out of curiosity. Daughter. Nothing in here that we haven't already seen by the looks of it. Nope, nothing in there we haven't already seen. That's cool. This is going to be a bit weird. Are we even allowed to go back here? I mean, it looks like it. Garland ain't been here for a while. My goodness. Platinum daggers, if I want to go with those. It'd be pretty cool to get, like, to dual wield, like, knives. I can see that being actually quite useful. Nothing much over here. I'd be very interested to explore Egros, though, because Egros has always been good for, like, really heavy-duty knight equipment. Let's have a look in here, then. Yeah, so you can buy coral swords, ancient swords, axes, flails, mithril bows, all sorts of fun stuff. There's helmets here, buy golden armor, plate mails, all sorts of fun stuff. Right, okay, so, and I bet this has got its own errands as well, hasn't it? Oh my god, there's so many. There's so many. Oh my goodness. What am I going to do about all this? Oh my lord. Where do I start with these errands? Man. It's pretty ridiculous. Alright, let's head back. Let's attempt to head back to Daughter. Game. Come on now. I know I'm like doing this, but this is for the viewer's convenience here. So what do? We got the mining town of Golland, which I think... Let's go explore this and see if we get into a fight. We do. Right, we don't want to get into a fight. So, yeah. What the fuck, man? This is ridiculous. Right then, folks. So what I suppose I'm going to go and do, because I need to be ending this video shortly anyways. So yeah, I think this is just basically a flavor video, effectively just giving you an idea for the chaos that the land is in. It's just totally ripped apart, and that there is loads of side stuff for us to do. All of these side errands. So what I'm gonna go and do. Also, we've got new chocobos, but they're not staying with us because I'm really in the game. So what I'm gonna go and do. I'm going to go off screen for a little bit. And what I'm going to go and do is I'm going to go off screen. And I'm going to do some leveling of some characters. And what we're going to do is we got Bernda, Catherine, and Eva, who are all, of course, very underleveled. Eva is there now for some reason. Oh, of course she was. They're obviously way underleveled at this moment, so I am going to spend some time giving them some levels. And I'm also going to just level up our characters a little bit as well. What I'm going to do in the meantime of doing that is I'm going to basically just get the AI doing some errands. And then I guess what next video is going to be is a bit of a oh dear, I do apologise. What next video looks like it's going to be is a bit of a compilation of what's gone on. So the next video might well take the span of like several hours. But I'm going to obviously chop it and cut it up, and we're going to do the errands. We're going to go and we're going to explore some places. I'm going to get myself some equipment. I'm going to do some experience with several classes, and that's what I'm basically going to be doing next video. Is going to be a mix of all sorts of things. And then once I've spent a little bit of time doing that, and we've got through at least some of the errands, I don't know if I'm going to do all of them, because you think, what, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different cities at the moment. Soon to be more. That's nuts. So, I don't know and don't think I'm going to be able to get everything done in one go, but we shall have to see. It's going to be tricky. Not impossible, however. Thank you much for watching this kind of strange video, but it's how it has transpired. And yeah, next time, prepare for anything. I have no idea what to expect, but there will be progress made for sure. Take care of yourselves, folks. And some prayers for the future of Ivalice. It's not looking good.